Sir, it's time to wake up. Sir, it's the time for the court hearing. Everyone's here.
Oh, alrighty.
Come on, sir. There we go, sir. Court is now in session.
Please be seated. Representing the defense, Matthias
Sir.
Spangenberg. And representing the prosecution to ban Catcher in the Rye from schools, Jeb Red Deer. We will now hear from the defense.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm here to prove to you that the Catcher in the Rye deserves to still be in the school system. It shows that the main character has maturity and proves other people's opinions.
Thank you. We will now hear the prosecutioner's opening statements.
Your Honor, members of the court, I am here today to make sure that a horror that is plaguing our school systems will no longer rot away the minds of innocence in our youth. And I hope that you, Your Honor, will see my point.
Thank you. Defense, would you like to make your first argument?
Your Honor, I would like to call to the stand my first witness, Bill Reddish.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Alright, Mr. Reddish, what has this book taught you about life?
Well, I read this book when my parents had just split up, and I was in a real dark place, acting ways I shouldn't be. And reading this book helped me know there's other people going through the same things, depressed and all, acting out, and that I shouldn't be doing these things. And it helped me come out of my dark place.
How has this book changed your perspective on the world?
It changed my perspective. I realized that it's a man's world, and by a man's world, you gotta face reality. You gotta face things yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Reddish. You may be excused.
My pleasure.
Your Honor, if we ban this book, we are not giving the next generation the knowledge that is within this book. The knowledge that everybody has the right to their opinion, whether it is good or bad.
We now invite the prosecution to state their arguments.
Thank you, Your Honor. Today, I would like to bring some evidence into this court that shows the vileness of this book. Exhibit A. This book discusses child molestation. Now, are we gonna subject our young youth to such horrors? In the end chapters, we have a person of authority petting a young boy on the cusp of breakdown. Now, is this something we want our youth to know? I think not. Exhibit B, Your Honor. This book promotes underage smoking, drinking, prostitution, and all of which is wrapped up that Holden Caulfield, the protagonist, which is to kill himself multiple times throughout the story. And in conclusion, I believe that the defendant there is promoting a book that destroys
Objection.
innocence.
Sustained!
This man is lying. Holden Caulfield's purpose in the book is to protect children's innocence. In his own words, he says when children go off a cliff, he wants to save them. And I think in those words that cliff that they're going off is innocence. So he will catch them, so he will save them and keep their innocence.
That is enough! We will now hear your closing statements.
Your Honor, for my final statement, I would like to say this. If you ban this book, you are banning knowledge for future generations. And people like Bill Reddish, who change after reading this book, might not be helped. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Prosecution, would you like to present your final statements?
Your Honor, I would like to remind this court that this vile piece of literature this corrupting and eroding novel that will soon break the innocence of our youth must be stopped here and now in this court. And I hope that you pass the law to ban it from our schools and shield the young from its pestilence. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now take a 15-minute recess as I deliberate. In my household growing up, we would share our knowledge and education amongst everyone, as we thought it was one of the most powerful things we could give to one another. But I think this book will do much more harm than good. I banned the book from Texas!
Yeah!